Hello, welcome to my channel, Means English Lesson. Today is another class of Means Visual Dictionary. Here we go. Alright, number 49, right here. This is our ankle, A-N-K-L-E. And the phonetic symbol looks like that. So we have a stress on the first syllable, so it's A and K and O. So it's ankle, ankle. And this is the joint between our leg and feet. And we also use the term sprain or twist our ankle, one's ankle, when we hurt our ankle. And number 50 is this part right there. And that part is our heel, heel. And the phonetic symbol is like that. So it's he, but long E and L. So heel, heel. And this is the back part of our feet. And we use the terms like high heel to refer to a woman's shoe that looks like this. And number 51, we have this part right here, the arched part of our feet, and we call this one instep. So this is the curved part of our feet. And number 52, so 52 refers to this area right here, and this is our ball, and the pronunciation is like that. So it's ball, and it's the rounded part of our toes. Okay. And 53 to 55, they all refer to our toes, but then 53 refers to our big toe, and 54 is our toes, and 55 is the smallest one, and we call that little toe. All right, and 56 is this part right there, and we call that toenail. So just like when you get treatments for your fingernails, we also get treatments for our toenails, and we call that pedicure. So pedicure is the treatment for one's toenails. Sometimes you get massage, sometimes you do nail polish, things like that. Okay, so let's move on. All right, now we are on to the most important part of our body, which is our head. And this part right here, the one has many wrinkles, well, that is our brain. Brain. And the phonetic symbol is just like that. So it's brain. And this word also refers to someone who is very intelligent. So someone intelligent. For example, my friend Tom is a brain in his team. We can say that. And we can also, and there is also a phrase, a brainchild. A brainchild. This does not refer to a human being. This refers to something, an invention that is innovative or new. For example, we can say smartphone was a brainchild. All right? And there are many phrases that uses the word brain. For example, brain freeze. Or even this one, brain waste. For example, you are an immigrant and you moved to another country and you are hired for a job that is under your intelligent level. For example, you used to be a doctor in your own country, but then you moved to United States and then you work as a dishwasher, then you are a brain waste. All right? And 58 is this part, and this is very important, and it's always protected by our neck and our neck bones, and this is what we call spine. 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 Like that. And right here, this long cord is what we call spinal cord. Spinal cord. And this is where we have where all the nerves, this is where we have all our nerves. So this one has our nervous system. Okay. And number 59, right there, is our throat. Throat. So it's like that. The first word, this one is the trickiest pronunciation in English, which is th, and then you have rote, and you have throat. Okay. And there is a term that is very interesting, which is cutthroat, cutthroat, and it's used as an adjective. So to describe something, it means competitive. Competitive. For example, this competition is cutthroat, means it has a lot of competitions. And now let's move on to number 60. 60 refers to this part where the air comes and goes, and this one is called windpipe. Windpipe. Okay, so basically this one is a tube where air passes through. Okay, and the pronunciation is like that. So the stress is on the first syllable, and the next is just pipe. So it's windpipe, windpipe. Okay, and 61. So 61 is this part right here. And the spelling looks like this: ESOPHAGUS. And you'll be like, what is this one? That's okay. The pronunciation is a lot simpler than that. Okay, so the first pronunciation is Isa, Isa, and next you have Fagus, Fagus. So it's esophagus, 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 esophagus. All right, and we also call this Gullet. The pronunciation is gullet, 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 like that. Okay, so that's the inside of our head, and let's move on. Okay, F is the picture of our internal organs, and 62, we have our muscle, 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 and the pronunciation is like that, muscle. And this one has the same pronunciation with these ones, muscle. So same pronunciation. And this one refers to food ingredient, right? A clam. So a type of clam that is black in color, relatively cheap. Okay. And the word muscle has many phrases. For example, we can use the term muscle in as a verb, means to go in between people in a rude way. All right, and 63. So 63 refers to this and this right there. So this is the most important part of our breathing system. So this is where we breathe, and we call this one lung, lung. Usually we put S because we always have two lungs, and the phonetic symbol is L, and like that. So lung, lung, lung. And we also use the term lung busting as an adjective to describe something that is so hard, exhausting. So exhausting, such as marathon. So running a marathon is lung busting, we can say that. And 64 is over there. So 64 is these, basically our heart. Heart. So single most important organ in our body, heart, heart, like that. And our heart is divided into two sections, left and right. atrium, atrium. We pronounce this one as atrium. So atrium, atrium. So left atrium and right atrium. And 65 we have liver, liver, liver. So this section right there, over there, and the pronunciation is like that, liver. And liver is very important because you need to, this is where all our toxins are cleansed. So we need to do liver detox occasionally to make it clean and functional and healthy. And we also use the term liver spot, liver spot. You know, when you look at old people, they have black spots on their faces, right? And that's what we call liver spot. And number 66 is this part. And this part is connected to our mouth, and this is where our food goes when it enters our system. So this one is our stomach, stomach, okay? And the pronunciation is st, and ta, and muk, muk. So stomach, stomach, stomach. So this is our organ that stores and digests food. Okay? And we also use the term butterfly in the stomach. I'm pretty sure you heard of this phrase a lot. It means nervous. I have butterfly in my stomach. Means I'm very nervous. Lastly, we have this part. 67 is our intestine. Intestine. And the pronunciation is intestine. So the stress is on the second syllable. So it's intestine, intestine. And in other words, it is called gut, gut. And intestines are divided into two sections. One is the large intestine and the small intestine. All right. The final part of our visual dictionary today is our lower organ systems. And number 68 is pretty much everywhere. And this is the tube that carries blood. So we have two tubes, 68 and 69. 69 is also a tube that carries blood. Blood. However, 68 carries blood from organ to heart. However, 69 is from heart to our organs. So 69 is a lot stronger and thick, and it carries clean blood, whereas 68 carries dirty blood. And 68 is called vein, vein, vein. And 69 is called artery, and it's our artery. And the pronunciation is, the stress is on the first syllable, and it's ah and long ah, r and two and then you have ri. So it's artery, artery. So it's artery, artery. Okay. And number 70 is this two P looking organs that is super important. They are our kidney, 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 and we have two, and we also use the term kidney stone to refer to a health condition that we build up crystal like stones in our body that is super painful, that sometimes you have to get a surgery to get them out. And we also use the term kidney bean that we eat a lot, that looks like it's type of a bean that looks like our kidney. Okay. And number 71, so number 71 is this yellow small organ that lies inside of our body, well protected by bones and our other organs, because it is super important, and that's what we call pancreas, pancreas. And the spelling is like that, and the pronunciation is pan. The stress is on the first syllable, and yes, so pancreas, pancreas. This organ is very important because it produces insulin. Insulin. Okay, and number 72 is the last organ that we have. This is our bladder, bladder. The pronunciation is like this. The stress is on the first syllable, and it's a large a, so blah, and you have der, bladder, bladder. Simply put, this is a bag of urine. And instead of using the term urinate or take a pee, we can also use empty one's bladder. All right. All right. So that's the lesson for today. And we have covered quite a few terms today. And let's give it a short review. So follow my lead. I'll circle each one and think about for a second and see if you can get it right. So number 49, we have our ankle. Number 50, heel. Number 51 was instep. And 52 was our ball. And our big toe, toe, little toe. And what was 56? Toenail. And now on to the head. We have 57 brain, 58 spine or spinal cord, 59 was our throat, 60, what was 60? Do you remember that? It was windpipe. And 61 was very difficult. Easily, in easy term, it was gullet. But in medical term, it was esophagus. Esophagus. And then 62, we had muscle and lung. And 64, heart. And we had liver, stomach, and large and small intestines. And 68 was our vein, artery, kidney, pancreas, and lastly, that's where our urine is stored, bladder. All right. Thank you for joining today's class. Again, I really appreciate you watching my video, but don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit like button, please, and set an alarm so you get to know when my next video is up. We will do more visual dictionaries in the coming days, and it is super important that you give it a review, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.